As we know, England haven't played since towards the end of last year. England are coming up to their first games of this calendar year against the Ivory Coast and Switzerland. So I thought what I would do is also break down what's also confirmed for the rest of the year leading up to the World Cup. This is only going to be a very quick video today, so I just wanted to go over really what's in the calendar for England and what we've got to look forward to. It's a bit of an unusual year, given the fact that this is going to be the first winter tournament, the first winter World Cup. It means the international breaks aren't as normal, there's fewer, but what it means is there's a lot more competitive games, obviously. So there's currently 8 confirmed games in the calendar for 2022. The first of which is against Switzerland on the 26th of March. That's a Saturday at Wembley Stadium. Cannot wait. Got tickets for that game, so hoping to bump into a few people there. That same week, so on the 29th of March, we play our first, I believe it's our first game against Ivory Coast. I might be wrong there. If it isn't, we certainly haven't played them very often. That's again at Wembley Stadium. So these are 2 friendly games, though, Switzerland and Ivory Coast. So England start their 2022 with 2 friendly games. It is the only time this year England are going to be playing friendlies. All the rest are going to be competitive games. There's then another gap. So from March, England then will not play again until June in the UEFA Nations League. And that opens up with a game against Hungary away at the Puskas Arena, I believe, on the Saturday the 4th of June. That is then followed by, what a week this is. So we've got Hungary away. On the 7th of June, we've then got Germany away. And then England are back at home against Italy on the 11th of June. And then to round it all off, we then actually play Hungary again on the 14th. So within 10 days, it's really good over the summer. Really good international break. Quite unusual. But from the 4th to the 14th of June, we're going to be playing Hungary twice, Germany away and Italy at home. There's then another quite substantial gap. Another 3 months until September when we round off our UEFA Nations League games. Then go to Italy on the 23rd of September, and then we end our UEFA Nations League campaign at home to Germany on Monday the 26th of September. So 3 days apart for those last 2 games. Now following on from that, that is actually England's last game before the World Cup, actually. That's currently in the diary. There are no plans at all. The World Cup then starts on November the 21st. Obviously, we haven't had the group stage draw yet for the World Cup. We haven't had the World Cup drawn, should we say, because we're still waiting for teams to qualify from all over the world, including Europe, in those playoff spaces. So England don't know when they'll be playing. So we could be playing on the first day, obviously, depending on the draw. I doubt it, but at some point we'll be playing between November the 21st and hopefully up to the 18th of December, so right up until Christmas. But that means 2 months before the World Cup, England will not have a game. It has already been decided, agreed, finalised that England will not play after the Germany game on the 26th of September. So Southgate will have 2 months without his players before the World Cup where we don't have a game at all. This means, though, that all the games, apart from the 2 that are coming up in March, are all competitive games and high quality competitive games. But it does mean, actually, there's only 8 confirmed games currently this year, as we know we've got the World Cup coming up. But it leaves very little opportunity for experiments or new players to come in. So it's going to be interesting to see what Southgate does with these 8 games that are confirmed. And it's going to be unusual. And I don't think England are going to be the only European team in this predicament. But certainly it's going to be a different build-up. Usually, you know, you would have 1 or 2 warm-up games, friendlies before a major tournament. That isn't going to happen this year. It's going to end really on the 26th of September against that game against Germany. And then before we know it, he's going to be picking his World Cup squad. And that will be the team, that will be the squad that starts that first World Cup game. We won't be, like I said, there won't be any games in between. So it's a bittersweet year. You know, there's fewer international breaks, but the international breaks that there are, and obviously the tournament at the end of the year, means there's going to be a lot of good competitive football, but less chances throughout the year to see England play. And looking at that, before these friendlies were actually announced, that only gave us 3 home games all year. Obviously, because of these 2 coming up in March, that now takes it to 5, so it's a little bit better. But there was only going to be 3 home games this year. The rest are all going to be away from home. So yeah, it's an unusual 2022, and that's why I wanted to do this video very quickly for those fans who don't follow England, as in travelling, or they're not making a long-term arrangements, just for the average fan to realise what England's fixture list is like currently for 2022. Like I said, it doesn't look like it's going to change. There's not really any availability at all within the club calendar year and England's year to squeeze in any more matches. So these are most likely going to be the only games that England play. I cannot wait for the World Cup draw, because then obviously going to see who we're playing in the World Cup. But it's still going to be a great year. That week, 10 days in June, 4th of June to the 14th. Get that in your diary if you haven't already, because they are 10 amazing days of watching really good games away and at home for England. So yeah, that's England's year wrapped up, if you like. Hopefully, by the end of it, we will be world champions. Wouldn't that be nice to say? You know, we're less than 12 months away from being world champions. Who knows? But thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to be dropping another video this week, and I'm going to be providing my England all-timers in my... So the best England team, basically, over the past 25 years. So I'm going to be picking what I think is the best England team over the past 25 years. I'm picking that 25 years because I'm in my 30s, early 30s. So I'm picking players who I remember playing. So I'm going to be choosing my top starting 11 for England over the past 25 years. It actually came up through a conversation that I had on Twitter regarding David Beckham and how good he was for England during this time. So will he make the cut? I don't know. You'll have to tune in for that video, but that's still to come. But thank you very much for watching.